So some big news out of Washington, D.C. on this Thursday afternoon. The United States Supreme Court has issued not one but two rulings on a pair of COVID-19 vaccine mandates issued by the administration of President Joe Biden. Now, in the first ruling, NFIB versus OSHA, this is the workplace mandate, the court has struck down a federal order which would have required vaccines for employees at any company, public, private, you name it, in the country with more than 100 workers. This was issued by the Biden administration earlier this year, immediately raised constitutional questions. Numerous states sued, so did the NFIB, and the court has now agreed that that mandate was unconstitutional. It was a 6-3 ruling in that case. Now, in the second ruling, the court went the other way. They sided with the government. This was the edict on healthcare workers, which requires workers at any facility receiving Medicaid or Medicare funding to have all of its employees vaccinated. Now, this one, again, is authorized under the public safety authority of the government, according to the court anyway. However, as Omicron cases cause a surge in COVID hospitalizations, again, Omicron doesn't appear to be quite as serious as previous iterations of COVID, but it is causing a spike in hospitalizations. Now, all of a sudden, we've got a Supreme Court ruling which is going to force a lot of healthcare workers to decide, get the jab or lose their job. And a lot of them are going to decide, I'm going to have to work elsewhere. So that's going to create a shortage of healthcare workers at literally the worst possible time. So is that in the interest of public health? I don't think so. Is it in the interest of individual liberty? Hell no. Now, as we look at these mandates, one of the guys here at the state level who's been instrumental in fighting them, pushing back against the federal government, is South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson. Now, we just got this after our story ran, but the AG has issued a statement on these mandates, and I wanted to read some of that to you right now. We've never seen an administration try to weaponize the federal bureaucracy the way the Biden administration has. We're grateful the Supreme Court agrees with us that no president has the authority to mandate vaccines for private employers, but Wilson says that the court's upholding of the healthcare mandate was a bad public policy move. And in fact, he says, I still think it's garbage, referring to the healthcare mandate. Frankly, I agree with him. I think this is going to put hospitals in a terrible position, again, as COVID cases and hospitalizations spike in connection with Omicron. But again, two big rulings out of the Supreme Court in Washington, D.C. today. COVID vaccine mandates for businesses struck down, but COVID mandates for healthcare workers upheld.